I'm the digital program director for iHeartMedia San Francisco. I also help push the podcast agenda for the whole company. In that job, I oversee 5 radio stations, their social media, their videos, their websites, their podcasts. Well, the radio class involves a lot more of live programming and music programming. Podcasting is a storytelling art. I think that, and it also involves a lot of promotion and an idea of how to create a podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of La Femme on UrbanKnightsRadio.com.
Radio show's a little easier to create. If you like a certain genre of music, hey, let's do that for a radio show. But a podcast, you have to think about, how do I stand out? What's my unique selling point? Why will people listen to my radio or my podcast? So there's a lot involved with it that goes beyond just the raw skills of being able to edit and do voiceover.
My name is Jacoby Riley Berrigan. I'm 21 from Los Angeles, California. The name of my podcast was called The Vault of Time. It's basically a collection of short stories written by me.
Greetings, everybody. You have entered a dimension where both sound and time have no reality. This is a new dimension. This is the Vault of Time.
The most famous one that got the most praise and following was The Vault of Time, Siege of Our Lost Homes. And it's basically this story of this young man living with his dying sick father near 2055, who basically have struggled through the apocalypse and now is living in the hazardous of what's known as Zone E, which is Earth. And it basically is a third-person story that just follows this love and bond between this father and son as they try to get off this planet that is slowly dying more and more. I think what puts podcasts very important is it's very different and it's very specific to a certain type of person. Anybody can listen to music on the radio, like on Spotify or on any radio station, but for them, story lovers or any type of different radio listeners, I think podcasting is blooming because not only is it specific, but it's also different. The content is always different. It's not the same thing every weekend, and the content can be changed at any time. So there's a lot more accessibility and more of audience.